So the winner, welcome back to Whiskies. So today we're going to review the 12-year-old Bulleit Rye. Now this release was released back in 2019 for a short period of time. And so they paused it for about 5 years. And then they re-released it this year in 2024. What they did was they had a little bit of that juice left over from that 12 year. The age statement on the label, it has to be the lowest age statement. So that's why you see the 12 year. But from what I'm hearing, that it has up to 17-year-old whiskey in this bottle.
What? What?
It is also considered a limited release. So is this to stay forever, or is it to come back, or is it to leave again and come back at a later time? We don't know. We're only hearing that it's supposed to be for a short period of time. But you are going to see a lot of it until it's gone. But let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about it. So it is a 95% rye with 5% barley. They do source their rye from MGP or Ross and Squibb. I always forget how to pronounce the new name. So it is Ross and Squibb, but it's affectionately known by MGP. Let's go ahead and crack this whiskey open. Let's find out if this 12-year-old whiskey is worth $50. I'm gonna say yes automatically, even before I crack it open. Now, let's give you some nosy notes of this rye. Smell like some bubble gum. That's what I smell. Some bubble gum. It's got a little smoky note in there. I don't really smell it. It doesn't smell like a rye. It smells very sweet. It's like you know what it is? It's that apple candy, that Jolly Rancher candy. That's what I'm smelling. It smells like Jolly Rancher candy, caramel. That's it. So those my smelling notes is bubblegum, Jolly Rancher candy, and caramel. So let's go ahead and get some tasting notes on this. And the legs on that is really, really nice. You can see there. Let's see. Okay. I was a little thrown from the nose, but from the palate, you can definitely tell this is a rye. This is a ryes rye right here. Although it's only 92 proof, it drinks at least 100% to me. That's what it tastes like. At the very least, it's very spicy. You're tasting those bacon spices. You got that clove. It's got like a tea note, like a black tea note or a green tea note to it. Cinnamon. Let's go back in again to see what else we get from it. Yep. You get the tea. I taste the Jolly Rancher. Yeah, that's clove. Not really cinnamon. It's got like a clove taste to it, but it's that spice. So I'm tasting the Jolly Rancher candy. I even taste caramel in it. I don't taste no caramel at all. Nutmeg, clove. It's got like a tea note, a little honey, a little drizzle of some honey in there. There's not really a strong finish, but it's present. Like I still feel it here. It's a nice subtle finish. It's very approachable, but I'll say that it's not really a sweet rye. So if you are trying to transition from bourbon to ryes, this may not be where you want to go. This is a ryes rye. It drinks way above its proof point. It's only 92 proof. It drinks, at least to me, at 100 proof at least. And so I love it. I'm a rye guy. I love rye. I love the spices. I taste all of those bacon spices in there. Like I mentioned, it tastes like a tea note, Jolly Rancher note, and then they'll have like a drizzle of honey. And it finishes like with maybe some oak tannins, which is not necessarily off-putting. It's not overly oaked, but you can definitely taste the age. I think this is very well done. They did an excellent job of really blending this rye to be approachable, palatable, but also give you some age, some of those age notes that you need, which you're going to get some of those oak tannin. What they did is they curved them to where they won't be as harsh and sharp. So I love it. I think it's a phenomenal rye. But here's a question. How would it match up against some of the big boys like Michter's? Now, Michter's has a 10-year rye, which we have right here. How will this fare against Michter's? Well, let's find out. What we're going to do, though, we're going to give it a fair shot, because I personally think this is stellar. And if you like rye, I think you will love this rye. But Michter's, to me at least, drink more closer to a bourbon than it does a rye, because there's a lot of sweeter notes. That caramel, toffee shines through it. Although you get some of those rye spices, it does have, at least to me, it drinks more closer to a bourbon than it does a rye. Well, let's find out. Without the labels blinding us, we're going to do a blind. So this one here, I already wrote B on it, and that's for Bulleit. And this is for Michter. So we're going to do a blind tasting. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these here. All right. So we got Michter's versus Bulleit. 10-year versus 12-year. Really almost 17-year. So let's find out. All right, so I don't know which one is which. And we're gonna find out which one I like the best. All right, let's see. Getting some. Yeah, I'm getting some caramel on this one. I almost think I know what this one is. Caramel, some toffee. Yeah, I got a feeling what this one is. Okay. I know this one is the Michter's. Just not even, I got a strong feeling this is a Michter's. Well, before I do that, let me taste this one. Let me clear my palate. Let me give it a fair shake. Okay. So yeah. Which one do I prefer? It depends on the day. So this one here, you're gonna get a lot of those sweet notes. You're gonna get those caramels, those toffees. You got a little bit of baking spices in there. But all in all, this is a very sweet whiskey. It has some orange zest. It does have some cinnamon. I taste some cinnamon in there. You can definitely tell it's a rye. This one here is more of a rye. Yeah, this one is more potent. Now this one, to me, which one do I enjoy better? This is just such a phenomenally well done. I don't even know if it is, but I can almost guarantee this is Michter's right here. This one is very good as well. This one probably would shine better in an old fashioned than this one would, right? Because you're gonna have those rye spices that come through, especially if you put in a lot of bitters and simple syrup, or you're doing some of that crushed sugar. This will probably do well in a cocktail, although I enjoy it neat. So this one I would say is a very well balanced whiskey. This one is straight up rye. This is a straight up rye. This is not your everyday person's rye. If you never really appreciated rye before, you're probably not gonna like this one. I enjoy it very much so. I think they've done a very good job of really balancing some of those tannins, those oak tannins, right? Along with those spices some apple notes, tea notes in there as well. Did an excellent job with that. This one is on the sweeter side. So really, the way that you compare them to them is savory versus sweet. So if you got a sweet tooth, Michter's 10-year all day long. If you're looking for something that maybe pair good with a steak, you want to go this way, right? Because this is going to pull out those fats in that steak as you're sipping on it, eating your steak. So the winner, they're both winners, right? Today, I would have to say this one is a little bit better because that's the way my palate is leaning. But this one, if I'm leaning more toward a savory note, then I would probably pull this one. Both of them are well done. This is $50. Go get it. Go, if you see this, well, let me say this. If you enjoy ryes and you see this, pick it up now. It is not going to remain that price for a long period of time. Once people start to really recognize what juice is in it, once they really know that this has 17-year-old whiskey in it, along with the 12-year and possibly other whiskeys that they blended together to really create this beautiful rye, I say go get it. If you see it, grab it. It is, from what I'm hearing, a limited release. And so that's my take. All right, guys, thank you for joining Whiskey Eats. Like we always say, please always drink moderately and responsibly. Now we're gonna make a cocktail here. Yeah, this one made that one taste like this. All right, y'all, have a good one. Take care.